Hello YouTube, it's Mindbender here, and as you can see in my hand, I hold one of the most controversial and disliked minifigure accessories, the infamous Stud Shooter. This piece started appearing in a lot of LEGO Star Wars battle packs, and people were livid when it came out because we were used to these blasters and long rifles that had been coming before that looked much more realistic and just better in a lot of people's opinion, including mine. I'll admit it, I'm not a fan of the Stud Shooter at all. I don't like how it looks. I'm aware that many people, many kids especially, are fans of the Stud Shooter because of its playability, you know. And it is fun. You take the little plunger piece, you push it down, fire off the stud, never to be seen again. And yeah, it's fun to shoot things off with the little Lego gun, I get that. But I just don't like how these look. I mean, I've seen Star Wars. The guns don't look like this. They don't look anything like this. So for people like me, this just didn't work. But in recent days, it's kind of come to my attention that, like I said with the Mixel joints in my previous video, that's a very unfair way of thinking, since this is a Lego piece that exists, and in my opinion, the purpose of Lego is not to use pieces the way they're intended, but to find as many possible uses as you can. So I did so with this here Stud Shooter. So without further ado, here is what I came up with. Just various ways to dress up a Stud Shooter, or use a Stud Shooter as the base of a larger build. And we'll be taking a look at these individually, but I just want to show off the 5 I'd come up with all together first. So without further ado, let's look at them one at a time. We'll start with this one because I feel it's the weakest of the ones I've designed, and it really is. It's very simple. None of these are meant to look like actual real-life guns in particular. None of them are modeled after a specific gun. They were just kind of making something that looked like it could be a real gun. And this one I think actually... Whoa, hello. Calm yourself. This one I think looks the least like a real gun. It actually looks more sci-fi than anything else, but I did like the shape of it, so I decided to keep it around. Up next, we've got this one, which of the ones I've made, this one actually was probably the most inspired by a real gun. This is inspired by a German MP40, as I'm sure a lot of gun enthusiasts have already figured out. And again, nothing too fancy here, very straightforward build. I will be showing off how these are built at the end of the video, but for now we're just going to look at the guns. And yeah, so that's that one. And this is actually, along with this one, these are the two that can most easily be held by minifigures. None of these, the rest of these are actually kind of unwieldy, and that really wasn't, having them be held by a minifigure was not a priority of mine when I was building this. I just wanted something that looked nice, so that's it for these two. Up next, we have this, which once again, not inspired by any real-life guns, just some kind of vague assault rifle thing. See this bottom attachment as being like a flashlight or maybe a grenade launcher or something like that, but yeah, I don't really know what it was supposed to be. Kind of a stock on the back. Again, nothing too fancy, very straightforward. This one might be my favorite. This is clearly a some kind of sniper rifle. Got see, I used a minifigure hand back here for the stock, as well as the tap piece. Scope up top, kind of longer barrel. Overall, I just kind of enjoy the look of this one. And last but certainly not least, this is the biggest one I came up with. This was kind of inspired by, I don't know what they're called, those machine guns that have like the big drum up top. You see, I tried to go for that look with the pot pan piece there. Same kind of stock on the back as the sniper rifle. Bit of a longer, more bulky barrel. This one couldn't really be held by a minifigure, way too big and hard to get the stock around a minifigure's shoulder, but could very easily be mounted on the back of like a vehicle or something. And a lot of these I'll probably modify so that my mech suits can carry them, but yeah, like I said, this one's definitely the biggest, and probably a very close second to the sniper rifle here, So like I said, nothing incredibly complicated here, mostly just playing with this Stud Shooter piece and finding different things that can be done with it, having a bit of fun with it. And this really was fun. I actually really enjoyed putting these together. So like I said, if you want to see how these were built, just stick around to the end of this video, and if you're just here for the enjoyment, well, this is probably where it ends. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, feel free to subscribe or leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of these things. Till next time, I've been Mindbender, and I'll talk to you later.